Seal the deal now. Ruben Amorim has instructed Omar Berada, Dan Ashworth, and Jason Wilcox to expedite talks for a new contract for Amad Diallo. This after he has been impressed by the performance of the youngster in the few games he's been in charge of the biggest football club in the world. It's big, it's breaking, it's news, and it's here on the United Hot Spot. Are you surprised? If you're surprised by that, the problem is on you. Check yourself. But trust you me, Ahmad is a baller. Welcome aboard. My name is Webb. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you so much, guys, you've liked. There is an increase in the number of people who liked our previous video. Thank you so much. I pray that you like all videos more and more and more. Each video we drop, like it, share it, and let's have the algorithm recommend more people to come and find our channel, because guys, it's all about positivity when it comes to Man United going forward. Anyone who loves Man United to excel, we should be subscribing here to the United Hot Sport. Now let's get it. So the latest that has come in is that Ruben Amorim has been impressed a lot, extremely impressed by Amad Diallo, and he does not want to take any risks because he knows that this player was mistreated in the past regime and he has been unsettled for a while. Right now, he's looking happy. He's enjoying himself. Everyone is happy. Even Anthony was congratulating and commending Ahmad for his performance that saw Man United obliterate Everton. So he's loved by everyone. The entire team loves this kid. He has got a good mentality. I watched a video on TikTok of Bruno coaching him, appearing to coach him, and he was listening like a baby, like a child who is hungry to learn and improve. What an attitude. Now, everyone, you saw when in the build-up to the goal by Zaxi, one of the goals by Zaxi that he assisted, when he sprinted and got the ball away from the captain of Everton, the entire Old Trafford stood up. They knew something was bound to happen. This is the kid who is bringing Old Trafford, Man United, and all the players together, and that's why he's got to be rewarded. So Amorim is saying, don't spend a lot of time, don't sleep on it, don't drag this whole thing, just seal it now. So that's exactly what they're bound to do. Yes, they are going to start talks of a new contract. Remember, his current contract runs out in the summer of this year, of 2024, 2025. That's in the next summer. But there is an option of a further 1 year. He's currently earning £29,000 per week, just about £29,000 per week. But guess what? The new contract that they are about to offer him is going to more than double his wages, almost triple his wages. They are contemplating a five-year contract for Amad Diallo with wages of about £90,000 per week. I tell you, the memory of his look fresh in the black, I think it was a black Mercedes, rather a white Mercedes or BMW, I don't recall the exact car. When I was at Carrington in Jan, the eve of our first game against Tottenham, our first game at Old Trafford of this year against Tottenham, the memory of the look of him on his face, seated in the co-driver's seat with a lady driving him on the other side. He looked at the fans as he was waving at us standing outside Carrington. And I do recall this face, and I'm thinking, seeing Ahmad smile now for me, and hearing now that he's the first player that Amorim has recommended for a new contract, it just humbles me and tells me, you know what? Be patient, always be patient. Keep your head down and wait for your time, because this boy suffered. He was tortured. He was tortured in the past regime. But what Ineos did, before they went into serious talks with players over new contracts, they said, let's bring in the new guy and let us give him time to work with the players and assess them. Then he keeps recommending who should we be letting go of, whose contract should be terminated, which contract should be renewed, which player should be tied down on a new contract. So the reason why it seems to have taken long, because we called for a new contract for Ahmad even when Eric Ten Hag was still here, was still at Man United. But Ten Hag never held this boy in any regard because of his fascination with his Anthony. And perhaps you would understand, because if you are the manager who is responsible for for giving a green light for 85 million quid to be spent on a player like Anthony, you certainly want to try and force him on the players. But you see, sometimes you've got to use your head and, and you say, I mean, it's okay. It makes sense for me to try and force my signing the way Mikel Arteta tried with Kai Havertz. But it's like Mikel Arteta forcing Kai Havertz when Kai Havertz is playing in the same position as Bukayo Saka or Odegaard, two of clearly the best players in the team by far. Whereas you have a new signing, if the player, the person is competing for in that position is way better than them, you either creatively find a new position for your new signing, but you cannot bench your best player just in the name of trying to force it to work with your flop. That is exact for me. Ahmad is part of the reasons why Eric Ten Hag lost his job and lost the fan base long time ago. Now this boy is being rewarded with a new contract. He has impressed the manager, the new coach, and he's the first player he has recommended to be given a new contract. Now, do you know what this does to the team? New renewed energy, more confidence for Ahmad. Already he has been hungry. He's going to end his contract now. He will be more hungry. And when Ahmad is happy, I remember an interview with Andre Onana way back when we were still in the bad days under Eric Ten Hag. And Andre Onana made it clear that the best player during training, is Ahmad. But he was not playing. I remember the Man United admin. I was here on this channel. Those of you who have been here long enough. I was here on this channel, and the admin of Man United kept posting videos trying to expose what Ahmad does on training every day and exposing how he's 10 times better than Anthony. But still, in the match day sheet, rather, he's either on the bench or even out of it, Anton ahead of him. Now, for me, for this boy to be rewarded, it's, they say that football is a story of life. Football is life. It teaches you every emotion, patience, anxiety, hunger, anger as well. You have being hungry, being angry, being strategic, ambitious, everything. You go through every emotion with a beautiful game. That's why it's the most loved sport in the world. I'll tell you, the story of Ahmad is a story of patience, of waiting for your time, of waiting for your moment, being resilient, not letting anyone put you down, because your time will come. But also, most importantly, it is a story of one man's meat is another man's poison. We might all appreciate Ahmad as this good player, but for Eric Ten Hag, perhaps even when he watches United games, he's thinking he's not good enough. He's not good enough. He's not good enough. Anyway, the boy is getting his contract. And that's certainly for me the best news to hear going into the Arsenal game. There are these little things that will motivate players. And of course, there are people who are worried. We'll get an update on Bruno's situation, whether he's injured or not. But I'll tell you, by the way, me saying that I will go bold if Arsenal beats Man United, it's not. I don't even care who's going to be playing. I know Kobe and Martinez won't be there, and those will be missed players. But I don't care who will be on the pitch. For me, it's just about the moment we are in. The fact that Amorim has been preparing. I'll tell you, the moment he knew that he was going to join Man United, looked at the games that were coming, saw Arsenal, he said, "This is the game," because that's the game. Amazing for Man United. I beg your pardon for that. That was a technical glitch there. But yeah, amazing time for Manchester United, of course. And we are going to expect to see a fired up team as we do take on Arsenal. Ahmad is about to be sealed. This is the United Hot Sport. My name is Webb. Like, share, and subscribe. And let me catch you later. I'll be back with more updates ahead of the next game.